Let's bring in FreedomWorks chief economist and Committee to Unleash Prosperity founder, Steve Moore. Steve, let them strike, because if these automakers ink a bad deal, they're betting on these EV mandates and these trillion-dollar subsidies being there forever. And when they go away, they're going to come looking for another bankruptcy bailout, and it's going to make that $80 billion look like walking around money.
Dagan, I couldn't agree with you more. And, you know, when you look at those that chart that you had showing what the automakers have offered, which I think was 24%, and the workers want more than 40, I think it was 44%. They're not close right now, are they? This is like the Hatfield and the McCoys. I want to say one thing about what's going on here in terms of the union, to defend them for a minute. Look, inflation has killed workers. Let's face it. All union workers have seen a big decline in their real incomes because prices are 17% higher today than they were when Biden came into office. So a lot of these workers feel like they need to be made up for those 2 years of very, very high inflation under Biden. But you made a really good point, Dagan, that, look, are they just going to come for another? How many times has the United States government bailed out these firms? And incidentally, the United States government is also not, without fault here, because they're the ones who are urging these car companies to produce all electric vehicles when at most a third of Americans want an electric vehicle.
We're living in a different planet. If people think they can get a 40% raise, that's ridiculous. 20% is above the 16% of inflation. Also, the auto industry has the highest number of cars waiting to be sold, highest since April of 2020 during the pandemic. So they're prepared for this strike. But Steve, remember when President Biden said that he's the biggest union champion ever? Watch.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there are a lot of politicians in this country who don't know how to say the word union. They talk about labor. They don't say union. It's union. I'm one of them. I'm proud to say union. I'm proud to be the most pro-union president, according to the experts in American history.
But to your point, you start making EVs and you're going to lose a lot of union jobs. So I think Joe might be lying. He's not the most pro-union president ever. Maybe that would be Donald Trump.
Well, to make the point that you were just making, Sean, I went out to look at new cars a couple of weeks ago because I got 160,000 miles on my car. Went to a new car showroom and looked at the lot, and the dealer said, you know what? We've got 3 or 4 gas cars here, and the rest of the lot was electric vehicles. Same thing, by the way, if you want to rent a car. I don't know if you guys have tried to rent a car lately, but they have, all of these electric cars that people don't want and the cars that people do want. Now, what kind of an industry is producing a good that the people don't want? Whatever happened to the customer is always right. I think these car companies are making a big, big mistake getting in bed with big government on this. And right now, it's like only Toyota, a Japanese company, that's making the cars people want.
They know what they're doing because they know that these EVs don't make sense. That's a topic for another day. Meantime, President Biden once again hyping up Bidenomics. Everything's just fine, you guys. Watch.
We've climbed out of our great economic crisis. It's beginning to work for working people. This nation is very rich. And who have benefited the most has been the very rich. They should know the choice between Bidenomics and Maganomics. American growth and hope, and we're building for American lost jobs, raising fears. MAGA Republicans gave us a few short years ago. Look, their plan, Maganomics, is more extreme than anything America's ever seen before.
Maganomics felt good. Everybody was making money. Bidenomics is the opposite. U.S. poverty rates have soared. In a year from 21 to 22, poverty rose 5 percentage points to 12.4%. Inflation, consumer prices up 16%, 17, 18%. That's Bidenomics in action. The median mortgage payment has reached an all-time high of $2,632, according to Redfin. You wrote an op-ed in the New York Post yesterday titled, "In Biden's War on Poverty, Poverty, especially for kids, is winning. It all sucks."
This is an astounding speech that the president gave today, given what's happened with the news in just the last, I mean, who's doing the advance work and the PR work for this White House? Are they paying attention to what's going on? 2 days ago, as you just said, Dagan, we got one of the worst poverty reports ever in the history of our country, with the child poverty rate doubling, the big increase in overall poverty. Virtually every group had more poverty than they did before. Incidentally, on Donald Trump, who I worked for and helped on the economic program, we had, do you remember this, Dagan? In 2019, before COVID, we had the lowest poverty rate in the United States ever in the history of the country, for blacks, for Hispanics, for women, for men, for LGBTQ, any group you want to look at, we had the lowest poverty rate ever. So then we get this terrible inflation report that shows inflation is rising and gas prices are rising. It's almost like these people are living in some kind of bubble in Washington where they don't know what's going on in the country.
So, well said. And we know what policies actually work, what policies grow the economy. We know which policies don't grow the economy. We have a long history of these fights. What Joe Biden is doing doesn't work, and it's never worked. Steve Moore, always great to get you to unpack this for us and bring.
Hey, can I say one thing on the way out really quickly? You guys talked about, you mentioned that the teachers union president said that school choice leads to segregation. I have the statistics taken. I'm going to send them to you. School choice schools are more integrated than public schools are. Did you know that? There's more integration in the private schools than there is in the public schools. So what the hell is she talking about?
Steve Moore, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Okay, see ya.
Thank you, Steve.